Yo guys, it is Captain Thorpit and the World Cup KO show number 7 is now out, and although I normally do these late at night, the game last night went to penalties, so I didn't get time to record it and upload it. Therefore I'm doing it this morning, unlike usual. But it's alright because it's still here, and I will be reacting to yesterday's games and previewing today's games. So we'll get going, and both games yesterday went to penalties. And what did I predict in the Spain and Russia game? Well, I said that it would be 1-1 at full time. What happened? It was 1-1 at full time. I said that it would go to penalties. What happened? It went to penalties, still 1-1, no more goals in extra time. I was absolutely right. But I said that Spain would win the penalty shootout, and it was actually Russia. But that prediction was so close. Most people were writing off the Russians, saying Spain would easily destroy them with their great passing, but that was not the case. Russia did park the bus, they did camp, but they got a lucky penalty from, well, I say lucky, I mean it's stupidity from Piqué, but they got a penalty which got them a goal. Spain only managed to score 1 despite all the possession. They just didn't do anything with it. They got it to penalties, and then anything can happen. And with all the support, all the Russian support in the stadium, they were never going to lose that shootout. It's a win for Russia, and it opens up our side of the draw so much. Germany are already out, right? So now Spain are out, which means that on England's side of the draw, where we were expected to be getting Germany if they had top the group, but instead we've got Sweden on our side of the draw. We don't have Spain anymore. Now the winner of one of the teams that's going to be in the World Cup final is going to be either us, Colombia, Sweden, Switzerland, Croatia, or Russia. Now, at the start, you would not think that any of those teams would make the World Cup final, and it means that, to be honest, out of that lot, England are potentially the strongest of the lot. So we have a really good chance of making the final of the World Cup. That is absolutely mega. Now, yesterday, the other game also went to penalties after a 1-1 draw. I predicted it would be 3-1 to Croatia. It wasn't. There was 2 goals in the first 5 minutes of the game, both scrappy goals. The quickest goal in the World Cup, actually, 57 seconds in from the Danish. But Croatia got one back, a bit of a scrappy one thanks to Mandzukic, both in the first 5 minutes. Now I'm thinking, crikey, this is probably going to be a really high-scoring game. But it wasn't. Croatia just didn't look up to it, to be honest. I was singing their praises in my prediction video. I was saying how Croatia were one of the best teams in it, and they were, along with England, favourites to make the final. But after that, I don't think that they're better than England. I think England are the best side left in our half of the draw now, after yesterday. Which is quite mental, to be honest, because we are probably marginal favourites to make it to the World Cup final, where we'll probably face Brazil. I mean, that'll be ridiculous. Anyway, Croatia were poor yesterday. Denmark conceded a very clever penalty at the end. They had to do it because it was an open net, and Kasper Schmeichel saved it. So this was right at the end of extra time, which actually took us to penalties. And I'm thinking, after Kasper Schmeichel made that save, maybe he's already saved one. Maybe he'll get the better of them, but then maybe the Croatians will know what he does, swinging one way and then diving the other. So maybe they'll be able to read that more effectively. I haven't seen it once, and that was actually the case. But even still, Kasper Schmeichel did save 2 of the penalties. But it was actually Subasic that saved 3, I think, which put the Croatians through. And, well, fair play to Croatia for getting through the penalty shootout. However, they were absolutely run ragged by Denmark. And Denmark, if any team was going to score in normal time or in extra time, it was probably going to be Denmark, apart from that penalty that Modric missed. So really, Croatia were not convincing at all. And in their game against Russia, honestly, Russia do actually have a chance if Croatia are going to play like that again. I think Croatia will probably step it up, but even still, Russia will certainly fancy their chances and think that they've got an opportunity to make the semi-final of their own World Cup. How mental would that be? Anyway, on to today's games, and we have 2 big games. So far, the 4 games of the tournament have been absolutely brilliant. We've had a 7-goal thriller, you know, between France and Argentina. We've had really tight games between Uruguay and Portugal, 2-1, but still open attacking football. We've had a part of the bus fest by Russia against Spain, but it went to penalties, which made it so tense and dramatic, especially since the host nation were involved. We had another penalty shootout at night. What could top this World Cup knockout stages? Well, unfortunately, I don't think we're going to top it today. I think we're going to have 2 convincing victories, and I think that after Mexico lost 3-0 to Sweden, yes, they'll try and pick themselves up and play a bit better, but even still, Brazil are probably too good, and for me, Brazil are the best team in the world right now. They don't look like losing, even if it looks like they're about to, you know, be on the brink of losing. They just pull something out in the 91st, 97th minute. You know, the likes of Coutinho, Neymar. they can score goals. They can, like, it might take them the whole game, but they're not gonna lose. Their defense is pretty strong, but their best attribute has got to be their attack and maybe even the midfield. Coutinho, Paulinho, two of the best midfielders in the world, in my opinion. And then I obviously got Neymar, Jesus, who's not been that good yet, but they bench Firmino. I'm sorry, if you've got a team that benches Firmino, then you're a world-class team. Because he would be England's second best player. And I'm trying to say England against Brazil in the World Cup final. And what the player that would be our second best player would be benched by Brazil. It's mental. Brazil looks such a good team, and they don't bottle it like Germany because they've already done well in the group stages. They've topped the group, and I think that they're going to have a convincing victory today against Mexico in the afternoon. And I'm going to say a 4-0 win for Brazil. Maybe a goal for Coutinho, maybe 1 or 2 for Neymar. Hopefully Firmino can get an appearance, maybe whether he starts or he comes on off the bench. But either way, if you bench Firmino or Gabriel Jesus, then you've got a mental team. On to the other game, and it's between Belgium and Japan. Now, Japan scraped through by the skin of their teeth. It was on the yellow card rule. And to be honest, the only game they won in the group stage was against Colombia, and they scraped it 2-1, and thanks to a penalty and a red card 3 minutes in for Colombia. So without those events occurring, they would not have won that game. So with just a draw against Senegal, they might not have even got the confidence to go and get a draw against Senegal, and then just taking the 1-0 defeat to Poland, they might have had to attack even more in that last game, and they might have been whitewashed 3-4-0. So Japan are very, very lucky. I'm not saying they're a really bad team. I think they're an okay team. But the fact that they scraped through into the knockout rounds and are facing Belgium means they don't really have much of a chance. I can see them scoring. They've not really had much trouble scoring, but I just don't think that the defence is going to be strong enough to keep out the likes of Mertens, of Hazard, of Lukaku. There's no way that they are not going to concede multiple goals in this match. So I'm going to go for a 3-1 to Belgium. Another convincing victory. So unfortunately there'll be no extra time or penalty drama today. 2 easy victories for Brazil and Belgium. But I could be wrong. This World Cup has been absolutely shocking so far. Anything can happen. We'll just have to wait and see. Maybe Mexico and Japan will be going through. Maybe this time tomorrow or even later on tonight. I'll be saying how we've had 2 massive upsets, and if we do get 2 massive upsets, then that would be quite incredible, and it would really open it up, especially if Brazil go out, because then England would have a real chance of winning the World Cup, and that is what I am most excited about. Let me know if you think that there will be any upsets today and how you rate England's chances in the World Cup. Like if you've enjoyed the video, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will catch you guys later. Adios.
Samba, DJ Ney.